Right. Hey, Texas Raider, how you? Let me see. I got to go in here and figure out how to get this pen. I'm doing good, man. How about you? Jennifer, how about you? Been missing you, Jennifer. You've been kind of MIA on us. So, let me see here if I can get this done right quick before people start jumping on. It is if I can figure out how to do this. All right, I see here. Yeah. Howdy, howdy. How are you? There's Miss Kathy. Okay, I'm trying to get this pinned. I gotta go here. Give me just a second. It's supposed to be easy. Let's see. It's a tad too late for me, Trey, but I'm coming in to say hi before bed. Hello. I'm sorry. I told them if I would have knew that Dakota and Shayla wasn't gonna go live tonight, um earlier than I did, I would have probably jumped on a little earlier. Hey, Scotty, how are you? I got something to show you here in just a second, Scotty. Hey, it's always past Jennifer's bedtime. The reason Jennifer jumps on here is because we're going to put her to sleep talking about tractors or something here in a few. Oh, no, Jennifer. Mm, that's always tough, especially when you've had one that long. Hey, Teresa, let me see. I am supposed. Ah, there it is right there. Got it. Okay. I think I got that right. Now let me get to this. It's true. Tractor Talk does put me to sleep. LOL. Yeah, I know. I know. I have to hear about it every week. So hey, we did get our the seeds in. Everybody has their seeds that you sent me, Jennifer, except for one person. I haven't seen them. All right, let me see who I've missed here. I was trying to figure out how to get that pin at the top. I've had a heck of a day, guys. I'm gonna tell you. Let's see. Ace, how are you? Guns and bacon. Hey, guns and bacon. Same thing here for you. Give me a minute. Once we get a few folks on, I don't have my notebook with me, but I know Scotty gets a cap. You, um, I think you getting a cap. So foothills of Appalachia. Hello. So this is the color caps. I'll go on and show y'all guns and bacon and Scotty. Um, I have there are several to choose from. They just came in today. So this is one here. That's one color. Then we have this one here. Then we have this one. I know it's not showing up. This is that fluorescent. It's bright. Then I have just a solid black one. And then he made just a couple. I figured this may be more like a lady may want is that one there. So I will show them a little later on once everybody gets jumped on because it's not even time yet. But I know Guns and Bacon, I owe you a cap. Scotty, I owe you a cap. Uh, let's see. Let me get back in here. Been doing vids much, Trey. Well, I it's been crazy at work. Like my last live, if you jumped on, I don't remember. I actually done it from work because it was man, it has been absolutely crazy. Um, I posted a video Saturday, a video Sunday, and I've been filming. I've got I think 3 videos that's all saved and on cards, and I'm actually doing another video tomorrow. And the reason I'm trying to get some stuff done is because I'm fixing to go to work, and basically I'm gonna work 14 straight days with 2 or 3 off. We're doing a short shift right now. Uh, Hello, Musgrave Family Farms. How are you? We have some half off wooden posts at the store. Is that the new store you're working at? Hello. Remember to hit the like button. Yes, indeed. Green's my favorite. Hey, green's my favorite color. That's why I end up with those. Uh, let's see. I like the mash at the top for your head. Yeah, me too. That's the ones. These are the ones they call them the trucker style. They're the Richardson 112s. So you like this one, Guns and Bacon. This one here, is that the one that you want there? Um, I like the Scotty. You like the first one? Okay, if that's what y'all wants, the first ones, and just maybe y'all maybe done set it down. I'm trying to catch up here. Um, you saw the auction video. Yeah, that was the auction video came out Saturday, and then I put another video out Sunday that come out. And it's a long haul of working. Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. There's my sister Crystal. Hey Jimmy. It's what resourceful living is saying there. The old Guns and Bacon. That's my fave. What's your fave, Miss Kathy? There's my beautiful bride. All right, I'm caught up here. I mean, it said 9. I know, but I had actually talked to Dakota earlier, and they was on their way in from hunting and said they didn't think they was gonna make it to do a live. But by the time uh, I got home and eat and got cleaned up because I was nasty, dirty, greasy, and everything else. I've been on a tractor all day, so and just as soon as I jumped on um, the lime and gray. Okay, you like the lime and gray? Yeah, I've got to get my book because I owe. Uh, I think I've give like in giveaways 5. I think I've give away like 5 caps now. I've got to get all my stuff and try to start getting some caps and stuff sent out. Which I think there may be a few people that still hadn't got their giveaway stuff yet. I know uh, Homesteading with the Laws. I got an email from them today. Their stuff, they finally got their stuff come into them. There's Avid. How you doing there, Avid? It's old pecan. They're trying to throw me for a loop because it's just waving hands. So I don't know yet until they type something if it's Dakota or Shayla. Oh, never mind. They just put it in there. That's Dakota. Oh, Paul Case. What are you doing, Mr. Paul? So, but then, let me tell y'all, I have had I have had a heck of a day. Uh-oh. What's going on or something?
What's up?
What you got playing in the background?
Oh, my wife's watching TV. You think I can get her to turn it down?
Oh no.
I don't think she's even watching it. It's just
You
playing.
think she's watching it?
There, is that better?
Hey, there we go. Um, is FP going to the playoffs? Yes, FP is going to the playoffs. We're hoping right now we're sitting in a position to come in for a first round bye, but we still have 2 games left, so anything can happen there. Um, yeah, let me tell you, Mr. Paul, I was just fixing to say before I seen you jumping on down there this evening, which I've got a short I'm gonna get put out, but I've bush hogged all day. I started out, we've got a 1466 and a 966, those internationals, and they've all got problems. They leak all over the place, or something. This ain't tight, that's loose. But anyway, I I was going to do something today, and I idled the tractor down, stopped, I got off, and I went to get back on the tractor. Well, I didn't idle the tractor up enough. When I went to engage the bush hog, and I killed the tractor because it was out down too late. Well, that tractor, once you kill it, it don't just crank right back.
Yeah.
So I left, come home, done some dirt work and stuff here around the house, went back over there, and it put me pushing it to get through in time. Well, I got through bush hogging, and I said, I'm gonna go tomorrow and plant my food plots and stuff because we've got rain coming. But it was dark, and of course, ain't got no lights on it. Ain't got no lights. And I run over my deer feeder. I mean, tore tore it up. So, I'll be putting a short out about it here lately. Here
Well,
later, either in
you
the
might
morning.
you might be able to get some money out of it if you put it on Marketplace and say it was like rolled corn or something. You know?
Well, it already a bear had already took the feeder off of it, so I was gonna have to rig that up to make the feeder go back on it. And but after that situation, it's no good.
I had a guy one time I was mowing hay and got into some fence wire that somebody's cows had run through and drug it out in the hayfield where I was mowing at. And this is what happened. I'm out there cleaning this fence wire off my disc mower, and the guy comes by and he said, "Where'd you get that fence wire?" And I said, "It was out here in the middle of this field." And he said, "Oh, you've got into the fence somewhere and tore my fence all up." And I handed him the junk that I was cutting off the mower, and he says, "I'll go find where it goes." And I'll be doggone if he didn't have to pull a fence up out of dead grass that was growed all up through it to find where that went so he could complain that I tore his fence up. And I'm like, I wouldn't do that. This kind of work is beyond me. I don't like cutting wire off of my disc mower. It's hard on
Yeah.
it. Usually it'll stop the mower and make you smoke the belts really good.
Whatever, Crystal. Um, yeah,
Ain't nothing like your sister coming on here and giving you a heck, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was pitch black. I was in there trying. I mean, I could see. Look, my pa-in-law. Let me tell you, I I don't understand what this man's thinking. But hey, Wanda Henry, how are you? There's Sean at Let's Trade Paint. Oh, my pa-in-law. Honestly, he says he's helping, but I've told my wife I really don't know that he likes me. I'm starting to think he don't like me because
Wants to find more work for you to do.
no. I wish he would find more work for me to do and him do less because I'm gonna make a short of it tomorrow. So I have this patch of woods and it's a C cut out around where I hunt at. Well, it's a thicket of small trees, briars, all this stuff. He started this last year and he's clearing it out. It's done got so bad. I went over there the other day and he's taken the Kubota lawnmower up through there mowing it. He was over today, and he's doing all this stuff with an axe. I promise you, there's probably 3/4 of an acre over there right now that's mowed down, looks like a yard, and it it ain't 6 trees left standing in it. I told him I'm really starting to think he's trying to tell me don't come hunting over here or something, but he keeps asking me, when are y'all gonna come over here and get ready to hunt?
Like, well, you took our blind away.
Oh, yes, Jimmy, we can feed. The feed is anything east of Highway 17, which most of y'all don't know where it's at. Jimmy knows where it's at, but we can't feed because of CWD stuff here for deer.
Well, in my neck of the woods, the highway department went to planting some stuff years ago called Cerisa lespedeza, and they thought it would be great for wildlife to eat along the interstate highways when they built them. And then they found out that the stuff was really, really prolific, as in it reproduces better than any other grass there ever was, and nothing will eat it. So it's like the
Nothing will eat it. Huh?
It's like the opposite of alfalfa. And just in the last probably 20 years, they came out and the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture had Cerisa lespedeza on its noxious weed list. Yeah. that probably don't mean much to a lot of people, but if there's something growing on your place uncontrolled, you haven't taken any measures to control it, that's on the noxious weed list, if enough of your neighbors complain, the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture can send a guy to your place to assess how much of it there is and assess fines for having that growing without some type of control measures.
Really?
I don't know anybody they've ever done that to, because they can't even keep the stuff from growing in the road ditches. And those red-headed thistles are on that noxious weed list, as well as Johnson grass.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they ain't nobody can do a lot about that. I mean, you graze what you can and spray kill it if you have to, whatever you got to do to.
The Johnson grass, I'm trying to weed it out, but
It's hard to
start wicking it next year. I'm gonna build me a wicker and I'm gonna start wicking it.
Yeah, it's hard to control in your hay fields. In your pastures, though, it won't grow. And I've had a lot of it in my hay field down here before. But if you are set up to where you can do it, just run your cows in there right after you make one cut in the hay. You'll never see Johnson grass. They'll eat the devil out of it, and it has to have some seed. It can grow by rhizomes, but it has to have some seed, and it's a decreaser when you graze it. And so,
well, what I noticed this year is we started baling, and after we baled the first time and I fertilized everything, I started getting Johnson grass popping up other places because we was carrying that seed in the baler and spreading it. So I told Eddie on the second cutting we done, I just raked and baled just where the Johnson grass was.
Yeah.
Trying to narrow it down.
I've seen some fields of that Johnson grass before that was almost solid Johnson grass, and I thought, wonder if a guy could ensile that. The cows will eat it in hay, but they leave the stems. And if you baled that up wet and wrapped the bales, I think it would soften them stems. And plus, the cows like that stuff that's been ensiled better than if it hadn't. And I think they would eat it better. But
we've had some friends in Texas that they love getting the Johnson grass. They said their cows out there eat that Johnson grass hay like candy.
Yeah, but Texans have bigger everything than we do. Their cows probably have bigger teeth, I'm certain they have bigger calves and bigger expanses of land to do whatever they want to do with.
I seen Jimmy up here. He had said they planned their food plots. I'm going to plant ours tomorrow because we have. But I don't want to. Let me knock on some wood here. We've got rain for 4 days. There is a chance. I think it's like a 20, a 30, a 60, and a 40. But I'm taking a chance. I'm planting my pastures tomorrow. Well, over the next 2 days, I'm planting pastures, food plots, I'm doing the whole works
Yeah.
in hopes that we get the rain.
I have seen a couple of our. They're not local forecasters; they're more like regional forecasters that put stuff out from Tulsa or Oklahoma City or somewhere like that, and they're drawing a big circle or an oval kind of between like St. Louis and Oklahoma City, and saying that our area in this week and next week could receive 4 to 6 inches of rain, which will be uh, in inches and percents, 400 to 600% more rain than we've received in the last 2 months.
Yeah, it's been bad here. Hey, there's my little racist friend in here joining us.
I was
Amy.
I was kind of wondering, if we get 4 to 6 inches of rain inside of 10 days, wonder if it'll be mud on top our dust, or if the water will go down and then there'll be dust on top our mud eventually. I don't
Yeah,
know, but I'm pretty sure that much rain can't take away all the dust we've got.
I'm gonna tell you this spot back here. I don't know if you've seen any of my shorts, and I've got videos coming up. But I had a pond that was back here, so I've been disking and moving dirt.
Yep.
Some of this, if it rains a lot like that, it might get bad because I've put a foot and a half of dirt in some places back here,
Yeah.
which that blade does. Uh,
That little drag blade you were using carries really good.
oh man, it does great.
Your smoothing job on that pond bank looked really
Yeah,
awesome compared to
it
how it
looks
was when you
man.
started.
Yeah, oh, it was well on the one pond up there. Yeah, that's why I just done the levee. Back
Mhm.
behind my house back here, I'm actually filling one in.
Yeah.
I've done it and been doing some dirt work, and it's looking really, really good back here. But yeah, that the pond I did up there, man, I was tickled with that.
I haven't videoed any of it, but I bought a Mini X probably been close to a month ago. And our first job with that was going to be to clean out a pond that Scott has. And we did that. Actually, we did that in less time, I think, than it would have took if we'd have hired somebody to go in there with a big track hoe and do it. And pretty well got all the mud out of it. Things still got a hard bottom, but it was just the edges around it where the dirt was. It just kept pushing in and kind of silting in. And so it was dry enough. We were able to get down in the pond and reach out as far as we could. And we pretty near got all of it. And
Yeah,
Scott got happy with it anyway. I don't think between the time he put in on it and the time I put in on it, we had like 7 or 8 hours maybe of running it. But I didn't video any of that on purpose.
on purpose. Huh?
On purpose, yeah, because the first time you use a new piece of equipment's always the worst. And you're
Yep.
like trying to figure you'll be dumping the bucket all the time when you meant to curl it or swing this way or whatever. But I got to
Yep.
where I kind of like the little Mini X. It really worked pretty good. It's a old one, a Bobcat 331 from like back around 2000.
Shoot, I wish I had one. Yeah, guns. I hope it rains all 4 days too. So if not, I am prepared. I'm gonna make a video on it. Hey, Troy Sutton, how are you? Put the link up, but uh, I got a 330-gallon one of those water totes or chemical totes, and Johnson Grass put his best cut like 3 foot tall. Yeah, yeah, I agree. The shorter the tender, but I'm gonna make me if it don't rain, I'm building a boom to go on back of it, and I'm gonna be able to water my pasture and uh my food plots.
Well, um, that might work on a very small area, like
Oh, it is. Mine aren't big
you're
where I'm planting.
where you're seeding. A guy that I trade with at a salvage, he's an international guy. He had figured it up once, and what it takes to get 1 inch of rain on 1 acre of ground was over 8,000 gallons.
Ooh-wee.
So I'm like, yeah, so that kind of takes those people that say, well, you got a sprayer. Why don't you go out there and water it? And I'm like, that just it won't cut it. But
Yeah.
I think we'll get some rain. I can actually, I had my dad's uncle could tell you exactly when it would rain. And I have honed in and picked up that skill from him. And it could be hereditary even that I have some of those same genes to to where I can, and it's not a feeling. It's just that I know when it will rain. Do you want me to tell you when it will rain? I can tell you exactly when it will rain. Do you want to know, Trey?
Well, how you know? When
I know
is
exactly when it rains. I'll tell
when it
you.
rains?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, tell me.
It's going to rain right here at the end of this dry spell.
I figured it was something to
I'll be
that
right every time.
every time.
I didn't tell you he was a smart aleck, did I?
Jimmy, that pond, the pond up here at the end of the road, it's not, but probably about a quarter of acre. The one I'm filling in was probably, I don't know, it was probably close to an acre. It was a big pond, but the pond I'm filling in behind the house. It was an actual pond they used to drain hog barns. When I bought this place, it had two hog barns on it. One of them was 120 foot long, and the other one was 90 foot long.
Oh, so it was like a lagoon.
Yeah, pretty much. But it had fish in it. It was, it was fish, but we
Cleaned
didn't.
out.
Yeah, I drained it all out. I had two ponds, so I drained it all out into that pond and brought a dozer in and a excavator and done a lot of the work, knocked it all out, and I've been
Well,
working on this.
you said a small pond's a quarter acre. Most of our ponds are probably about that size. I have several ponds that are really good water reservoirs, and I water
Thank
cattle out
you.
of them, and they hardly ever go dry. And you're gonna just think I'm nuts when I tell you this, but they were built back in the 1950s, and they were projects of our
Hey, Duncan.
local soil conservation district. And
Really?
they had programs back then to where if you would let them, uh, if you would build it by their specs, they would help you pay for it. And there was several people that took advantage of that. And I and my youngest son own quite a little bit of land. That one guy, he got them to come and dig a pond on every 20 acres of his place. And so
Really?
there is but the deal that they did, they had specs and it had to be 10 foot deep. And if it rained enough to fill them up, there was a guy that their inspector would come out and he had a rod and reel with a bobber on it and a weight. And he would set it up and throw it out there. And if the weight didn't pull the bobber under the water, you drained it and dug it again.
Really?
Yeah, there was a guy I was friends with that was a dozer operator that said he'd dug a lot of them. And he said you wanted to be sure you got her deep enough the first time because it's a pain to have to empty one of them out and
Yeah, yeah.
dig it again. But
Yep.
because they did that, and a lot of ours was rock that would not have held water, them dozer operators figured out that they'd have to find a spot where they could scrape some clay off and coat the bottom of it.
Yep.
And I've got some that that it was made back then, have never been cleaned out. They have a rock edge around them, and it was all that red clay that had rocks in it.
Jimmy, I got one well that's up here at the house that we don't use. And I've got another well dug back here in the back, but I don't have no pump on it. I want to see about getting a submergible pump put in it. Subsoil irrigation.
Abbott says it rains when I wash my truck. Well, buddy, I have tried about everything. I don't have enough money or outside concrete pouring project, but that usually brings on a rain. And usually, if I'm logging somewhere very far away from home and it's ground that could get wet, it'll rain. Yep.
Yeah, Crystal says she's left the top off her Jeep for a month and it still ain't helped it rain.
Well, seal up around the doors or something so it'll fill up,
Yeah, Dakota, I've got this well out here. I want to get a submergible put in. I can, from where it's at, I can water pretty much all my pastures if I could just get me a submergible. But man, them things are high.
Yeah, around here it's easy to get a well outfit to come and put a pump in your well and spend $1,500.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, here Dad's looking at getting they have a program going on right now. We have to get they're gonna put a well down, and this a shared cost thing through the government stuff. And man, I think the cheapest price he's got right now, I think it's a 4-inch well. It's like $4,500 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Is the cheapest one I think he's found.
Coda had one drilled here, and it's the normal 8-inch case, steel casing. State of Oklahoma here anyway. Everybody's required to case it down to 85 feet, and
that's it, Dakota.
I can't remember how deep they went on Dakota's, but I think he had over $3,000 in a well, and he still never even put a pump in it.
Hey, Christian. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Kristen and them only have well water at their place. She lives out in the sticks. They have to pump the water in that they get there, along with electricity and everything else.
I feel really privileged that I get my electric through our local co-op that I'm a member of, and it is of the ones that are near me. I've got 2 different providers in Missouri, and some of the towns in Oklahoma have one of those same providers, and then a different provider in Kansas for the rural, and we're cheaper than all of them. That's
right, Evan.
Yes, sir. I know he's very aware of the fact that we are dry because I've been quite vocal lately about telling him. But I also know this. He knows what I don't know. So I just kind of pretty much have to trust what he wants. And plus, I think sometimes he might look down here and smile and give me my way, but not very often. And it's if he does give me my way, that's because I changed my idea and decided to be better his way.
Bowen, you better watch that right there. You got a 90-day, you got a guarantee on that money back if it don't rain, because I'm telling you, we've been over 90 days and we hadn't had no rain around here. Oh man, I'm trying to catch up on everything. I'm staying behind. I feel like Amy right now. I will try that again.
Well,
I was digging a well recently, and it was 11,000. What size well was that y'all was putting down?
I bet it was a 8 or a 10-inch. That's pretty.
Yeah, I think it was a 4-inch. Because what they're going to do is put one well down, and they're going to put underground pipe over to where all of our pumps are. I mean, tanks are going to be water troughs.
Yeah.
Mr. MT Homestead. Howdy.
Hello, Mike.
Bowen says he come from the hustle tribe.
I've been doing that hustling stuff. I got up this morning, went and fed my calves in the barn. I had one sick. I want to tell you something. If you're weaning calves and you have the opportunity to look at one and he just looks a little down-eared and he don't come right up, you better be giving him a shot, because chances are he needed the shot the day before. And I was out, didn't have any, and had to run over to the vet at Miami and pick some up. In case you want to know.
Yeah. 147.95.
Yeah. 6 cc's 100. So there's enough in there to doctor, I don't know, 5-6 calves on 400 to 500 pounder maybe.
Wow.
But tomorrow he'll either be dead or he'll be better. And I don't have very many that are dead. I've learned how to catch them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was everything. Duncan said that was everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I seen that. Everything. Yeah. That I don't guess that's bad. Ours, like I said, ours was just for the well, and then I don't know if to put the pipe down. I don't know if that's something we have to do, or I guess he can pay somebody to do it. But
around here in my area, that would be a guess, because you can drill a well here and then go not very many feet that away and drill a well, and that one I have to be way deeper than this one to get the same amount of water.
Yeah.
There's no logic to it here. Um, I had a guy go drill a well for me at a place I had, and I told him how much money I could spend, and he said, "Well, that's easy to figure. I can case it and get you down to 300 foot, and you ought to hit water
There,
by then."
there's the answer. Mama said they will run the line. So I guess when they put it down, they'll put everything down and run the line.
Yeah. When that guy went to drilling that well, he got down 280 feet, and they were still pumping water into the well. And he said it's a dry hole at 280 feet, and that was 10 feet outside of a well house that had a drilled well in it that was 60 feet deep and had water up to 30 feet.
Really?
Yeah, 10 feet apart.
Wow.
And that guy said, "I'm going to go ahead and put the next stick on, and we'll see." And I hate to have to go up there and tell old Paul I drilled him a dry hole. And he said when the water come into that thing, he said they got 50 gallon a minute. They was shoveling the mud away that was coming up out of that hole. And he said when the water come into that, he thought he hit a gusher. It went halfway up his rig, washed all the mud down, like way off down the hill. There's a streak of that mud. And he come up here. He was all wet. He's probably in his 60s at that point. He's all wet. And Kenneth looks at me and says, "Boy, we hit water down there. I didn't know for a minute."
Well, Jimmy, we haven't got anybody that's doing it yet. He's just been getting prices. So he's got to pull the trigger on the situation here soon. I don't know what the deadline is on that. Hey, my buddy, they just him and the guy he hunts with and helps when he's home. They just bought a well. Just bought he says one of those Chinese units, and they done dug 2 wells with it. He said it works just fine.
Well, there's a lot of different ways to drill a well. There's some of them that don't use a rotary bit, I guess.
Yeah.
I haven't seen how those work, but I've had several of them drilled with a rotary bit. That Kenneth guy told me that he gets into
Yeah.
They just ruin the head on them when they get into some of that rock. He says it's flint. If you get into flint rock, it's really hard on that cutter.
And like ours, you're talking about the water. Our water depths is like that here, but like we have Bama took it to Mizzou. Terry cried. Well, I about wanted to cry when Texas A&M took it to my LSU Tigers.
Well, Mike, I'm sure you were there to console her. "Oh, it'll be all." I can hear you now. "It'll be all right."
That's right, Amy. Yeah, but we have water. Some of our water is great. Like Mama and Daddy's water is good. The water we have here is good. My buddy, their shop that's just right here. You can't drink the water. The sulfur and stuff is so bad, it is horrible. Timu has everything. I don't know. You reckon they got a water well, drill rig on Timu?
They have any bougie white chicks from Mexico?
bougie white chicks from Mexico.
Or the chicken strips they eat?
Nothing on the bone. Nothing on the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had pork steaks last night, and it had the bone in it.
That's how you can tell when life's getting good, right there.
Yeah. Well, I went to I think now we go to. I was fishing with the boys, Paul. I didn't want to be near the tier. Just left her to fend for herself in it. That's what I'm talking about.
Console her over the phone. "It'll be all right. It'll be all right."
Oh gosh. Good night, Jimmy.
I see a lot of people buying stuff off of Vevor, and I'm like, they probably would not have bought it from Northern Hydraulics. I was on a forestry forum, I believe. The guy that runs the forestry forum has had really bad luck buying stuff at one time, apparently, from Northern Hydraulics. So he made it so when you go on the forestry forum, if you put in Northern Hydraulics, like I bought this and such from Northern Hydraulics, it comes up and puts a parenthetical statement after that, and it says Northern Hydraulics, the junk and crap store. And it's like one of those things. It picks that up and it'll put that on the tail end of it. The junk and crap. I'm like, did you get it from the junk and crap store?
Yeah, Jessica has been sitting right here. She just hadn't got into the view. So now I don't know what she just went to go do. She went to go do something. She ain't in here now, Amy.
Look, it was Jessica.
It was Jessica. That's right. It was. She'll be back. So, but hey, I got y'all my 3,000 watch hours. I got that, and I just got the final stuff today.
Really?
I thought it was all my final stuff. Do what? Well, no, it is, but at 3,000 you can start some of it. You can get like super chat, all that stuff. But I did hit my 3,000 mark.
I've teetered around that 3,000 mark, and it goes back and forth. Probably has something to do with how many videos I'm putting out right now and how many are just going out of that year.
Yeah, I'm still in that. Thanks, Bowen.
Yeah, mine teeters back and forth, but they never took that back. I didn't take advantage of any of it, but they never took that back. Anytime I've looked, that options was always up there.
Like I haven't done anything with it. I've got to go in and set up some stuff, and I didn't get the notification that it was done until I was over there arguing with a tractor that didn't want to crank. I still had to hook jumper cables back up to it this evening to crank it up. Me and that thing went round and round. Thanks, Scotty. Lori, appreciate it.
They are aggravating when they don't start.
Jessica, Amy said there was Jessica. You stick your head in here and speak to her.
Hi, Jessica.
She's just right here. Yep. Yeah, it is. It's been something I've been trying to get together because I'm fixed to have to work like, I think I said earlier, it's out of like the next 14 or 15 days. Well, actually, it's more than that. Let me think. It's 8, 14. So out of the next 17 days, I got to work 14 of them.
Yeah.
And that's rotating days and nights. So I'm fixing to start nights tomorrow night. And then I'll work off of nights Monday morning. And then I gotta go back on days Thursday.
I've got a cousin that has worked for the power plant it used to be Empire up at Riverton, Kansas he's had to have been there for 30 years, but he's not retiring yet.
Look at that, man. Hey, that's my first one. Look at there to help with a loss for LSU. Boy, I tell you what. That was a bad deal. Y'all don't know how bad that hurt my feelings. I don't normally get mad and quit, but I got mad and quit watching before the game was over. I'm like, we can't do nothing but throw interceptions or let somebody run over us.
My cousin's worked long enough over there at the power plant that he ought to be able to retire by now, and he is still working the swing shift. And his was weird. It went 1 week midnights, 1 week days, 1 week evenings. I never could put rhyme or reason to how they done it. And sometimes they'd have him to work in a double.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I told him the older I get, it's the less I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. A couple years ago, man, I loved the nights. I'm a night owl now, and I don't mind working nights. I can go work the nights and just no problems whatsoever. My problem is when I work off of nights, trying to get my body to turn back around.
When I was growing chickens on a contract, they always caught them overnight, so they were at the processing plant for the day shift. And a lot of the time, the processing plant only worked a day shift. So those guys would come in here and they would schedule you when they was going to be here. Sometimes they'd start at 3 in the morning. Sometimes they'd start at 3 in the afternoon. and it didn't matter when they started. You had to be here and stay here until they finished. They had it wrote in our contract that if we weren't here, that we just had to accept however many dead ones they left us.
Yeah.
And
Look,
so that was kind of a rough deal there.
I've had some buddies that's worked at the paper mill, and I'm telling you, man, some of them schedules is tough to get used to too. They're on more of a crazy schedule than I am. At least mine is 7 days on, 7 days off, 7 nights, and it just repeats the process.
I had a time when they caught 2 buildings one night and one the next night, and then the last one on the third night. So, and they started at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And
Yeah.
the first couple nights wasn't bad, but I couldn't make myself sleep during the day, and I had other stuff to do, and it was cold, wintertime. And I've still got a 10 by 10 well house here, and we always kept a milk house heater in there. And I had kifed the throwaway Lazy Boy and put it in my well house in case I ever needed it. And that third night, the same people was back catching them chickens. And I told that loader guy when I got the house all raised up and ready, I said, "Hey, I'll be over in the well house. You know where it's at. If you need me, you come get me." I told him, I said, "I'll probably be asleep." He said, "That's all right. I know they've kept you up 2 nights already." And he looked at me and he said, "You look beat." And I'm like, "I was." Well, the breaker that shut the whole well house off was in the last building that they were catching. And I was in the well house and I had a little alarm clock and I set it for 3 hours after they start. Usually 3 hours, they'd be all cleared out and gone. And 3 hours would have been 6 o'clock in the morning that morning. I woke up at 9 o'clock, freezing to death. And them guys had done me a big favor and shut off all the breakers in that building when they left.
Oh boy.
Yeah, shut my alarm clock and my little heater off.
Well,
and I was like, "Well, I'm glad they're gone, so I can't read them the riot act about that."
you know, hey, did I see that was that you that somebody stole your parents' 4-wheelers or something?
That was me.
That is crazy.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, broad daylight, and my mom and dad were home. And they drove by. They had to have drove by and seen them sitting there by their house, and went on down the road and stopped and walked half a quarter mile off the road to a cow trail. We found their tracks where they walked in that cow trail in their backyard, and then they got on those 4-wheelers and was revving them up in the yard. And Dad heard them and thought it was across the street. And Mom was in the bathroom, and she seen them drive them around the back of the house and through the yard and leave. And believe it or not, the one dude that's got one of them has called me every day, and he'll tell me a different place he's gonna leave it so I can go pick it up. And I just tell him real kindly and sternly, "Dude, you ain't got a spine. If you did, you'd drive that down here to my place and deal with me."
So do you know who has it?
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah, I
really?
know. Yep. And since it was over the weekend, they got Sunday to play. However, they played at the wrong house, and that kid that's got one of them, his sister sends a picture of it to my youngest son's girlfriend. I seen the picture and recognized where it's at. I go over there. That he done gone. I think he heard me coming up the road or something.
You don't know where he lives?
Oh no, they've run him off because he's a crook. His only family's run him off because he's a crook, and now he's staying with a bunch of other crooks in a different location. So today I talked to the. I probably shouldn't be telling anybody any of this, but I don't care. It's kind of common knowledge. If I can find it out, anybody can find it out. So I've been gathering up information and giving the deputy. I have. They stole my
Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
tools here about 10 years ago from my place. And
Yeah.
investigators in our county waited 6 months to get the serial numbers from me off those chainsaws. And I'm like, guys, what's the purpose now? They've done traded. You ain't gonna catch who did it now by them serial numbers. Not only that, I looked in the book where I bought one, the Big Saw new, and the old man that sold it to me, you couldn't read his writing. I have no idea what the serial number was, but I had the book. But anyway, yeah, this dude's sister or sister-in-law, I'm not sure which. She texts us a picture of him, so I head over there. Though one of them was green, one of them was red. He painted the green one black.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Give me a different story. Give me a different story every time I talk to him. And I said, hey, do you know what? If you tell a person the truth, you don't have to remember nothing. And you apparently don't have a memory because you told me a different story yesterday.
That is crazy.
However, we're way closer to locating his place of residence at the current time. I gave the detective a name along with his this morning, and he says, well, we have that guy in our jail, and he's been there since Thursday. And I'm like, I think there could be a lot of them. Very common name. And so I got the news of a person who's seen my post on Facebook messaged me and said, in my neighborhood, these two guys, the one's name and the other one's name, have been driving around on some four-wheelers, and I'm pretty sure they're yours. And I'm like, well, if she tells me one's black, I'm going to know she's right. And that's the first thing she says, the green one, he painted black. And so I give that to the detective, but see, that's in a different county and a different state.
See, that's where me and you would be different right there. Because if I knew the person, I would probably be took off work, and I would be located. It would not quite go. You're mighty calm for that situation.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
I
I'm
could
not
be
quite
really
built that way.
I could be really calm with my 30-30 sitting across my lap in my pickup too. And so anyway, the detective,
Yes.
he goes over there and he said, I'll talk to him because we have an agreement with Jasper County and Newton County both. And I said, well, these are the two guys' names. And he says, well, that one, we got him in our jail. And I'm telling you, I think it could be a different one. And so he calls and talks to Jasper County, and they don't even need an address for that guy. They know where he lives. And I'm like, I'm assuming then you're going to recover them.
Is he a regular? Is he a regular then? I think
apparently he probably was a repeat customer of theirs.
Oh, Johnny Paycheck song. Oh,
I didn't know that there was a song, Johnny. What was it? I might want to go listen to that. Hey, you know what? I've had stuff stolen from me in the past, and I can let that run off my back like water on a duck's back. I don't care. Ain't no big deal with me. It's just stuff, but continually do me wrong, and we will have problems.
I just don't like a thief. I
don't care for it either. And here's the thing: what they stole was my parents' legs.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad used them four-wheelers for anytime they got out and wasn't going to go to town around the place. That was what they were on.
Take this job and shove it.
Well, I can think of a lot of things I could do for those two guys that did that.
Yeah, see, that would be me, Dakota. I would be more that way. I mean, I'm all nice and good, but man, you do me wrong. There's another switch there.
Well, I want to tell you, this kid thinks I would be that way because I've told him if he had a spine, he'd show up at my place with them, and he said, "Oh no, I ain't coming anywhere near your place," because he thinks I'm crazy. But I've just flat out and I promise he'll call me tomorrow. Yeah, he called me today and he went to tell me, I'm going to run them up here to the casino and I'll leave them on the parking lot. And I said, you ain't doing no such thing. Somebody else will pick them up and haul them off. Oh, I've already called the sheriff. And I said, you're a liar. You, sir, are a liar. Who'd you get when you called the sheriff? He said, I got the sheriff. I said, you're a liar. Because when you call the sheriff, you get the jail. You have to ask them to give you the dispatch so you can find somebody that knows something. And so, yeah.
That I am that way. I can't turn the cheek in that deal. I'm sorry. I just, when it comes to a thief, man.
No, I got better plans than y'all then. Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let law catch them. And I'm gonna find out if they'll let me visit him. And I'm gonna go visit this dude, and he's on the other side of the glass or in a cell or something. I'm gonna look at him and say, well, I forgive you. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, I forgive you. But you got worse problems than me, friend. You better get right with God. Because whether I ever forgive you in person or not really doesn't make much difference. You will stand before God one day.
Oh, you're right, but I'm gonna have to get my judgment in on the situation with him. I'm sorry.
I don't know if the deputies will let me take him anywhere near a stump.
Ninja gangster in silent mode.
I think it's my father-in-law. He said, and I don't even remember. It may have been when they stole my tools here. He said, well, if you could ever catch them guys, they ought to have their sack nailed to a stump and then turn the dogs loose. I don't sound very Christian-like, but whatever. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah. So, on another note, let me show some of y'all have already seen, but finally, I know I have been talking about them.
Woo! Yay!
I got caps in today, so we got 4 or 5 colors. This one he throws these in because it was he took so long getting them. I said this one would be more of, I figure like a lady might like that camouflage like that.
I wonder what they call that, like SeaWorld camouflage?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's pretty cool, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's different. And then we got a gray with white. Got them.
That one there, that bluish and that camouflage, you might wear that one and somebody will say, who's Trey? He's the guy in the blue hat. Oh, you'll know.
That's right. Know. We got that one. And then I have just some just solid black ones. So I've got to get, I know there's several people that want some. I've got to figure out everybody who's won in the giveaway and the other giveaways. I think it's 5 or 6 of them that's already gone.
Hey, don't feel bad, Wanda Henry. I ain't got one of them either.
Well, I ain't had one until today.
Yeah. My wife's getting on the mend here. It won't be long, and she'll be making some cups for Tina. She made these for me to give to the.
Good night, Wanda. What is that for?
These are certificates of appreciation from 3 of the Baptist churches that's right around in Commerce and around Commerce for the disabled veterans hunt that kicks off on Thursday, on Halloween Day in the morning. They kick it off with a big assembly at Commerce High School. It's really cool. Got the whole school involved with it, or high school involved with it last year. Their band played some patriotic songs, and they had a choir that sang 2 or 3 songs, had several of our state representatives there. They even was a guy that came along and gave the city of Commerce a Purple Heart designation. And that's just a sign you can put up at either end of your town saying you support veterans. And I thought it was really cool.
Bowen says, what in the 1980 camo? It's definitely the old one. Wanda said, I ain't got one.
I ain't got one, yeah.
Gray and white's the one you need. I got you. I got you. Also PQ.
Where is Amy going in Louisiana?
Do what now? Oh,
Amy,
yeah. She's supposed to be letting me know. They might be coming in for a Leonard invasion around here or something. I really don't know. So they're not going to be too far from us when they come.
oh yeah, they going to Monroe or Monroe?
No, they ain't going to Monroe.
I need one of them Monroes for the front of my log truck. I got one that came apart.
Oh, hey, hiking with Jackie boy. How are you?
Just
Let me catch up.
passing through. Chris says just passing through.
Just passing through. Yep. But still gonna be in Louisiana. I mean, y'all gonna be here. Hey, I found y'all an RV a guy wants to sell that works with me. If y'all are still looking in the RV world.
That's better than Craigslist and Marketplace there.
Yep. Yep.
Could be real. I love these. I love these things on Marketplace. They show you this truck and it's got a head, looks like a pretty good truck, and it has a wonderful price listed with it. And then you see, oh yeah, it don't run because the motor's all in pieces in the back seat, or some junk like that. And I'm like,
I love the classics. Hey y'all.
See, Baton Rouge, they going right. They be coming right through here. Well, it depends. Let me see from where y'all are coming through. Yeah, y'all will be probably coming like literally 2 miles from where we live. If y'all, unless y'all go through Mississippi.
Hello, Jenny.
Jenny.
Hey. How's my friends?
Just like peas and carrots.
That's right.
Well, there you go, Chris and Amy. Right there, Crystal and Tommy. They want to sell there. They have a travel trailer. So you can pick. I found you a travel trailer or an RV now. So no excuses. You just pick it up, either one, when you come through. Peas and carrots. Yep, still in Baton Rouge. Our hotel is in Baton Rouge. Yep.
So I'm hoping to hear better news about the 4-wheeler situation maybe tomorrow or the next day. I mean, if one of those guys is always on Jasper County's list and they know where he lives, they surely wouldn't mind going over and taking and visiting with him, meeting his new friend.
That's right. Oh, there you go. Hey, Crystal and Tommy's is theirs is nice. Amy, they've had it for how long have y'all had that, Crystal? 2 years? I think I'm about right on that. 2 years. Yes, Crystal and Tommy, my brother-in-law, and my sisters. Theirs is towable. I don't know how many slide outs it has, but it's a bumper pull.
Hey, yep. It's looking more and more interesting then, ain't it? You just hook onto that one and go. And if it wasn't home, go by there and look at it. And if you like it, just because it's only wrong apparently if you get caught.
It's only wrong if you get caught, huh?
That's what I've had 2 or 3 people tell me that lately, and I said, no, it's wrong anyway. You can even just think it, and it's wrong. So,
oh, yeah. Crystal and them is pretty nice. Like I said, I think they've had a couple years. They wanting Crystal. Jenny is wanting you to come on. You can show some pictures of it. I guess you could come on and go do a walkthrough, but it probably ain't there right now. It's probably at the camp.
Yeah, Crystal, come on up, sis. Maybe she could bigify a picture of it on her phone or something.
Interesting. More, isn't it, Chris? Interestinger.
Is that a word?
That's
Interesting.
what I wish they'd do with that
Love
guy
it.
that stole my dad's four-wheeler. Arrest him. Arresting her. Whatever, you know.
Well, Crystal, I can give you, if Amy says give you her number, so I can give you her number and you can send them pictures. So, yeah, Tommy's already trying to buy another truck. He wants a bigger truck before he gets his truck. He says ain't big enough to pull his travel trailer the way he wants to pull it. So he's gonna go buy another truck. That way, so when he gets another travel trailer, then he'll say that truck ain't big enough.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to that. And if you want a vacation in a place like Branson, Missouri, I don't care what kind of truck you got, it ain't going to do what you think it'll do.
Yeah.
Some of their hills are like this. Just figure you pass an 18-wheeler in a car and you're doing 50 and he's doing 35 up them hills, you ain't going to have a big enough truck to pull your travel trailer up that hill. It just ain't going to.
Amy, you said you want me to give it out to her right now? Everybody
What's
gets
that number,
out.
Amy? Just go ahead and print it in the comments. Wait a minute, I got it here on my phone. Are you scared?
I think there's Amy is I think it's 28 foot, Crystal. I think it's a 28 foot, I believe is what theirs is.
Oh, forget about that. What's your address, Amy?
Don't you Family Farms, BR549.
I've got his number, no problem there.
8675309.
We're going with those numbers again. Hey, let me tell you just how bad I am. Yep, I'm the preacher, but I ain't quite right. Every time this guy's called and talked to me, and believe it or not, he texted me first. And he's got my four-wheeler that he stole from my dad's place, and every time I talk to him on the phone, I say, hang on a minute now, before you get off here, I want you to know, you don't show up at my place that four-wheeler and give it back to its rightful owner, I could be right behind you while you're driving. You know what? I couldn't see his eyes, but I could tell you what they look like when he's talking to me today. This has only been going on since Saturday, and I told him that yesterday when I talked to him, and I told him that again today. I said, yeah, you really don't have to worry about me, but you need to know till that stuff comes home. You better be looking in your mirror. I could be back there. And he says, you don't scare me. I'm wanted in like 4 counties now. And I said, I know. I'm the one that put you on the list. And I can tell it's getting to him. I'm like, well, if you had a spine, you'd just show up at my place that far. I ain't going to your place. You'll shoot me. And I'm like, not unless you do something stupid.
Wait a minute, Crystal. So he had, for him to get a new truck and a bigger camper, he's got to put you an in-ground swimming pool in? Boy, I don't know who's coming out on the... I think y'all are both losing, because you know how much all that's fixing to cost? My goodness. Oh.
Priceless.
Amy said, Bowen. Oh, gosh. Well, we're going to all start going to Crystal's house. When you get the pool in?
Crystal, we're coming.
Pool right now. We're gonna have a YouTube get together at your house and try out the new pool.
Well, I got to tell you, if I wouldn't travel all the way to Pinecone, don't pour me a glass of nothing to drink.
Wait,
I don't take it.
You wouldn't show up in your Speedos, Paul, and come give us just a big belly flop.
The trouble with Speedos and me is I don't have one, and if I wore it, you couldn't see it when I sat down. Sorry, you're the one that brought it up. Leave the water level a little lower in the pool so not so much spills out when I get here.
We got a bunch of y'all's gonna pee your pants.
Avid said no comment. I'm not
No
sure. I think
comment.
he's talking to you, Paul.
No comment. Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna have nightmares. It's too late for that kind of talk, Paul.
Just remember, I could be out there looking for you.
In his speedos.
He,
Speedo.
when they catch that dude, he's gonna have such anxiety. He's gonna thank them for arresting him. Yeah, he's like, "Can you put me in the witness protection program?" It's all in his mind. I ain't gonna go hunt him down.
Oh, Amy. If Amy comes, I'll have to supply her with some floaties. 'Cause that's for the shallow end. She can't stand up and touch bottom in the shallow end.
Well, you know, I like suspense really well. And so I'm just going to leave you in a little bit of suspense. Y'all don't know that I've been wearing Speedos under my overalls all these time or not. You don't have no idea, do you? I guess you'll just have to wonder.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna try to just block that out. I'm sorry I brought that up.
It was a guy that used to haul some equipment for me.
There you go, Bowen.
His name was
We
Lyle.
might need it if Paul shows up in speedos.
Bring your own Bible. Hey, we have that system around my place. It's BYOB. Except it goes like this. If you want to drive something, you have to bring your own battery. Because I have far too many things that take a car battery to put batteries in everyone.
And let me tell you, I've got multiple vehicles around here that had batteries go bad the last few days.
Yeah.
The suckers have got ridiculous.
Atwoods up here is the closest thing to reasonable on batteries. And I think you can get a car battery for $70.
$70. What kind of
Look,
battery would that be for? A golf cart?
Look, my wife's Tahoe, whatever this special size battery that Chevy has come out with, that thing is like $260. That's for the Walmart brand one.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, mine cost that much too.
You go measure one of those ones though that is a normal battery. They make normal batteries.
Here's a new one. We have some new visitors coming on, or at least it's thinking about them coming on.
They probably backed out.
They may have thought about it.
Yeah,
All this comment problems you got.
See you, Abbott. Oh man, how are you, sir?
Abbott's going on the graveyard shift, y'all.
Greg, you look like you got a little bit of a halo.
I'm thinking.
You look like you got a little bit of a halo.
Yeah,
Oh.
light behind. I just wanted to look over here and see if it were Speedos or not. Yep, that's what it is, Paul. Janae, look up and see what you can see there.
Oh Lord, you are under the situation. You are under the situation.
Lord, the Lord,
I was afraid you don't put me under there.
Lord, the Lord is this close.
Hey,
Is my head still glowing?
Hey, Greg, you need to go
Let's ask
to
Donna.
YouTube
Yeah.
and mute.
Yeah, go to your YouTube and mute your YouTube because we're hearing both sides of it. Just go over to YouTube and mute it. Both sides of it.
One of them.
Or pause it, whichever. It don't matter. Pause it or mute it. Or whichever. Pause it or mute it.
Hey, you can't see nothing but the top of him. It's possible. No.
Going now. Y'all stop.
Yeah. Looks like you got it, Greg.
Good job, Greg. Did you get
Nope,
it?
he muted himself.
Oh, you muted yourself. Don't mute yourself.
Don't.
Ask,
don't-
where's
he jumped
Donna?
off.
Donna can help.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that. You have to go in and pause one or the other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jenny
Oh.
got a good view of them Speedos. Oh gosh.
Y'all gonna pee your pants?
No, I'm not doing that. Oh mercy. No.
Greg called me. I think that was last week. Talked to me about some lumber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna and
Well,
Greg are
I am-
wonderful.
I
They'll
am
figure out how
thinking,
to do it.
Mr. Paul, I think we've talked about this in somebody else's live before, but I'm thinking about maybe after the first of the year getting a sawmill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is there? I know I've looked at several brands. Is there any particular one that you would think would be better or worse, or does it come down to buying what parts are available? Or I don't know how much that stuff even tears up.
Parts is not a really big deal unless you're planning on sitting down and using the thing 6 hours every day.
Yeah.
And if you're not planning on doing that, there's nothing wrong with starting with a pretty cheap one. And if you see that it don't fit you or you want a later upgrade, they're pretty sellable.
Well, here I'll tell you what I want to do, and the reason I'm thinking. And well, one, I said I could make some content with it,
Mhm.
But the main thing is, I've been giving all my lumber away, just giving it to a guy that's got a sawmill. And what kind of gave me the idea too? My uncle come to Daddy and wanted all, we got all the pine trees are dying in Dad's pasture up there from last year. So they got them. We thought they was just getting them to use to do some stuff. They was cutting it. He had a guy come in with a sawmill and done on halves. Man, he is selling that stuff. Like he has people come every day buying lumber.
Mhm.
But I also we want to build like a tiny house
Yeah.
back here. So I said, for what it costs, because the one like Brian and Kathy has,
Because there's a Woodland Mills.
yeah, it's a Woodland Mills. I don't remember the name,
I'm just gonna
the
say
model of it.
I'm
Kathy-
betting it was a 122.
That may be it. But I mean, you can get that thing for like 30, I think it's 30 something $100 without the towing kit,
Yep. Just
And like-
selling some cants. Well, I'll tell you the same thing that I told Eric Rainey. I have a friend who works with Woodland Mills. Woodland Mills is a Canadian company. And when they ship mills down here, if they get roughed up in shipping or something like that, and they get rejected by the people that's buying them, they don't ship them back. And this guy gets some of those, and it's kind of a scratch and dent thing sometimes. I bought a stump grinder from him. The only thing we can find out's the matter with stump grinder, the blade, the wheel that does the grinding, has a scratch on it. How can you hurt that thing? It's a scratch and paint. It's the only thing in the world that's the matter with it. But Eric Rainey went over and bought one from this guy.
Well, you have to give me his information.
He is in Riverton, Kansas, which is not very far from me, but he does not do shipping. That's the only thing. You almost need to run up and pick it up, but and it's a little bit of a discount because it's that way. But most of the mills that he's got, he'll have to put them together to make sure they work and that there's not something wrong with them that did actually get damaged in shipping.
Yeah.
So you get to skip all that putting it together. He'll have it put together, and it's usually the cost of shipping cheaper than what it would be to buy one from Woodland Mills.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim Mason.
Yeah,
Dana.
Tony, what's up, Tony? Yeah, I've been trying to get Brian and Kathy just to come down here.
Hey,
I
Tony.
mean,
Angie.
They ain't got nothing else no better to do. They could just come down here, stay about a week, and we get back here and we cut them lumber, me lumber, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. So I wouldn't have to buy a sawmill. They could just bring theirs, and we'll call it a demonstration. So
Yeah, you can get her done.
Hey, there's Tim. What's up, Mr. Tim? How are you? We got some folks jumping in here.
You may have better luck when you go to if you go to contact this guy. You may have better luck
Okay.
texting him.
But yeah, just like I said, just send me the information. I'm probably not going to do anything if I do it till after the first of the year. It's fixing to get into the winter time and stuff anyway. And it ain't like I'm gonna go back there and be trying to do something, but I want to clean this on up. And man, it's the guy that's been getting my lumber just tells me how great that lumber is and how it don't really have much sap in it, you know, and how clean it is and how good it cuts. And I don't know none of that stuff. I'm just, you know.
You should have it.
Nope, I just got it.
You better save that to something now. He has a YouTube channel called Rock Hill Farms.
Okay.
And he does a lot of equipment reviews and stuff like that. And his little disclaimer at the first, you don't catch it unless you're really listening for it. He tells you, I don't know anything about what I'm doing, but this is how it's working out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm like, I wish some people would do that and say, this is for entertainment purposes only. And then take a whole diesel engine apart and put it all back together, every single piece. You know, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. That's not entertainment.
Paul, Tony is really good at heavy equipment from our cabin in the woods. I know we have a lot of Tonys, but he's a master of that stuff. He knows all that stuff.
A master.
Tony,
you hear that, Tony? You are a master.
He is.
I mean, yeah.
NASCAR, heavy equipment, all that stuff.
I've watched one of Tony's videos where I thought he did a I think it was a GoPro really good justice, because I don't like those things. Did you watch it?
You one of them GoPro haters? I tell you, I like my GoPros.
Well, I only video with my phone, and I know it's lousy. Okay, that's all right. It's a phone. It's not a camera.
Hey, the cameras. These phones have really good cameras on them, but the only thing with them to me is a storage issue because of how much I do. I don't have the storage capacity.
I'm pretty sure I am getting close to full on photos that I've kept, but I don't keep any videos. After I get them to upload,
you just delete them.
But you know, the silly thing about that is I still can't go back and change the name on that one video. I got one video where I was using the Halverson wood processor, the whole video. That's the only thing it was. And YouTube changed the name on it to Feeding Calves. So if you go watch a video on my channel that says Feeding Calves and you're expecting to see animals on that one, you might be disappointed. It's all cutting wood.
Do you know that rhyme? It's a riddle. It's like, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Can y'all say that really fast?
Peter Piper picked up. That's as far as I can get. All I got. That's all I got.
Y'all know that Betty.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hey, come and watch a video about calves. Never mind. We're gonna cut wood. But like for a week, that was all I done was upload shorts of feeding calves, and then the next video I go to put up, it's got to be feeding calves too.
Tony, it's not the GoPro. It's the user. It's got to be a user issue.
If it's a user issue with the batteries on GoPros going dead or overheating, every YouTuber I know has it. Every one of them.
You know, I use both GoPros all day today. With the GoPro that does overheat sometimes out in the wide open sun, and it never overheated.
Johnny thinks, and he might be right, he thinks it's partially the little waterproof case deal because it keeps them encapsulated and they can't breathe at all.
Well, I had it on today, mine with the Media Mod, but that's what they say. They say the Media Mod because it encloses all that and it can't let that heat out. But without the media mod, I can't plug up my external. Well, I guess I probably could.
I have some troubles even with my phone, and the picture on the screen looks perfect.
Yeah.
See that tubby looking man,
Uh-huh.
that beautiful woman, looks perfect. And
Well, I'm glad it wasn't no speedos in that picture.
you
Bigify, Trey.
hey, my name's Paul, not Tony. I don't know where y'all come up with this at, but if you rub your fingers across the front of the screen on mine, and it's got a screensaver on it, it has holes. Wonder what would cause it to have holes.
Your
Have
screen?
holes?
It does. It has holes. You can feel them when you rub your hand over the front of it.
Well, are you a genie?
I recommend you not wearing it in your front pocket of your overalls while you're welding.
Welding.
Yeah.
I have a watch. I have a watch that done that. A Garmin. I have a Garmin watch, and I wasn't thinking about that when I was welding.
My dad has trouble with his eyeglasses doing that when he used to be welding.
Dana,
They would
how
get
old are y'all?
they would get all sparked up. Well, it's after 10 o'clock. My youngest son was supposed to come visit me this evening, but he had a fire meeting, and they've been out fighting fires all day. They had a big one today that burned like inside of 30 minutes, burned about, it was more than a mile section because it jumped the road. The guys was watching it when it jumped the road. It burned off a frosted Bermuda grass hayfield, and they said the fire was just rolling. It didn't stop when it got to the road. It was a paved road with like 12-foot lanes. It didn't even stop when it got to the road. It just rolled right on across. And we had like 20, 25 mile an hour south winds today. And so they had been fighting fire. I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't really tired. But I want to tell you a story before I get off here. And
Ooh,
so,
yay, I love your story.
Oh no, you don't, because this is his sign off. He's gonna
this
tell
is
you
it.
the story,
I know.
it's gonna go bloop.
Don't tell a secret.
It'll
Let's
be
hear it.
the ba-da-bum, and that's it. A friend of mine and I had come in one day from moving a bunch of hay, and it was about time. We always tried to hit noon to go to the hayfield, and we got there and we was pretty near ready to go. And my dad was going to mow that day, and he had been into my shop, had the mower parked out in front of my shop with the welder hooked up to it, and he was working on the wear plates on the bottom. He was welding some more shim or pads on the wear plates on the bottom of that disc mower. And he really calmly just looked over at me when I walked over there. He said, "Do you got any matches?" And I said, "No, but I can go get you some." And he looked square at me and he says, "Don't weld with them in your pocket." And I swear he had a hole all the way through to the hide where a whole book of matches had lit off in his pocket and burned his shirt. I'm sure he didn't quit welding because you get used to that sparks and junk.
So yeah, that's right.
It had lit them matches off in his pocket. I thought he just wanted some matches because he's sick of working on it and was just about ready to burn it.
Tony says everyone says goodbye to Paul now. Now he'll never tell us when. It'll be a mystery.
And he said, "Don't."
Tony
got you pegged.
I knew it was coming.
Paul's
So,
a mystery man.
Dana, what in the world? A kind of exciting day. That's what I mean. You got to be living in Tuscaloosa for all that stuff to be going on. That's got to be some Tuscaloosa kind of stuff going on there, huh? Yep, we called it, Tony. There he was. There he went. I mean, Tony missed all the talk about Paul being in Speedos and everything else. No.
I've seen Shayla and Dakota in here from Old Pecan Homestead.
Yeah, well, it was Dakota in here. I don't know if I hadn't seen him comment in a little bit. He may be done hopped off or he may be just listening.
Oh, they'll pop up.
Oh,
they're sweethearts.
Yeah, he look. We got Amy the other night. We all went off on her like that. So I kind of acted like I had something really serious to tell her, and I went off on her. No, Tuscaloosa too. It's Mississippi. Yeah, I know y'all live in Mississippi. I was just messing with you about your Tuscaloosa. Y'all ought to be happy though. Y'all got back on track this weekend, Dana. And them LSU Tigers just fell off completely off the wagon in the second half. Bowen said he'd pop up, but he took his magic hat off. Mm. Can't believe Tony. What have you been doing, Tony? Because you're like an hour and 20 minutes late to the party.
He might have been just lurking in the background. You never know.
He hadn't even said nothing till just a few minutes ago. Tony been out. He been out missing doing something.
Oh.
Oh, I know you. I know you love your Bama boys. I know. Well, LSU. Hey, well, we got that LSU and Bama game. It may be something to see, Dana. We might
Best,
need a little wager on that because look, you see, he wanting to put a little wager on this OU thing down here. But I mean, I'm just gonna send him an LSU cap to wear because we already know who's gonna win that Oklahoma game between LSU and Oklahoma.
what's your prediction?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like to predict
Who do you
the
like? Who
score.
would you want to? Who's your favorite?
But oh,
Who you pulling for?
LSU is gonna win that one with OU.
Okay.
But you know the Alabama game, the only thing we got going, I don't know. That Bama game's gonna be a tight one. It always is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beth and them are traveling back home. I seen
Mm-hmm.
that they've been gone. So they just went through Mississippi.
I went to school with Warren Sapp, and Miami picked him up. And the funny thing was that the coach from the Miami football team picked Warren Sapp over over DJ, which is The Rock. And ever
Yo,
since then, The Rock always had that in the back of his mind because it was a message for him because his dad did wrestling and all that. And
yeah.
he ended up doing wrestling like his dad, Rocky. And then eventually, most recently, he actually wanted to start his own football team, and he did. And that's my football story.
What? Well, Beth just threw me off here. Neil says go Tigers until they play Alabama. Is he an Alabama fan living in Louisiana? Oh my goodness. I don't predict anything. I just stay true to my friends and my Bama boys. That's right. Oh yeah, my daughter.
He said, "Yep, mm-hmm."
My daughter Dana is going to be at the LSU Bama game, and my son may be there. They may be going to the game.
Beth says, "Yep."
Yep. That's bad. I thought a little more of you than that, Neil. But anyway, we can still be friends. Oh, of course, Amy. We know how that goes. You will be listening. She'll just be in the background, being a creeper now. That's what she.
Mm-hmm.
A bougie
A bougie.
creeper. A bougie creeper.
A bougie. A bougie.
Oh.
How you doing, Bowen?
Oh.
Tony wants to know. You got your.
I got your big head on TV. How pretty, ain't it? Huh? You like it?
Shout out to Texas Raider 1122 in the house.
Yep. Man, oh wow, it's in Baton Rouge. We can still talk.
Let me post this.
Yep.
Texas Raiders just starting out like a lot of us have. And we want to show some love to the channel. Let me put it up.
bougie wheat creeping. There you go. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you that OU.
Hey, Radio Jones.
Hey, Radio Jonesy.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up? Come on
Yeah.
up. The link is up top, y'all.
Yeah. I figured out how to pin that, so I pinned the link up there.
Good job.
But yeah, that OU game this weekend with that was pretty bad. I kind of felt sorry for OU. I was keeping up with that one. What is it after Halloween? What? Please take the mask off. Okay. All right. I got you. Radio Jonesy says at work.
Yeah, he's awesome. He has a lot of memorabilia and collections, and he lives by the ocean, and he does beautiful videos and content on his channels. He also has another channel called Island Life in Tasmania, and also Radio Jonesy, and then Charlie the Tasmanian Dog. So he has a few channels out there.
Yep. Hey, Amy, what is y'all's dates that y'all are going to be coming through? Do y'all know what dates y'all are coming yet? You're always at work, Jonesy. Jonesy has 100 channels. That gum.
Well, we're sending love out to you, Jonesy, while you're at work.
Yep. I guess Amy's not listening. I figured she's got to be creeping. She heard me. She just ain't wanting to answer me. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week. LOL. Come out the bushes. There she is. November 28th and December 1st. Let me look at my schedule right quick and see if I'm going to be, because I work. We just work straight through. So what is today? Today is the 28th. So I go back to work there on nights, and then I go back to work there on days. I'll get off there. I'll go back to work there. Okay, and wait, where'd she say the 28th? I'll work off. I'll work off on the 28th. So I'll be off when y'all come through. So y'all have to look at a map, Amy, and or pull it up on Google and see which way it shows y'all coming through. He says not quite 100, Bowen. Yeah, I think from the way they're going to be coming, I think it's going to probably send them either directly through here, and it could send them through Shreveport. It could make them go through Shreveport. Amy said peekaboo, Crystal. Hey, Amy, if you'll put your address in the comments, we can Google it right quick. We can see which way it's going to go. Yep. I'm starting to like these lives. I kind of, I mean, there's a live that's tomorrow night that do you get on it? Do you not? But I kind of like the white dude, the little bougie white chick. I ain't so sure about. But anyway, I get on there for the white dude, the big beard. I like that pipe he has.
Yeah, he has a nice collection.
Yeah, that's right, Amy. I'm being nice. I check my calendar. That way you know. About 10 minutes, and so I make it beat him to whatever. They're not coming from Mississippi, Crystal. You need to learn who's who and where they're from, brat. Now,
Bowen loves the pipe. Chris.
Bowen said, "Yeah, same." See, Amy, everybody's not there for the bougie white chick. I mean, people do like Chris, you know. Look at there. No, wait a minute. Appreciate Cracker. Come on, is this Amy commenting or is this Chris? Come on.
We don't know. It's a mystery. We'll just say it's Chris. Or it might be Amy.
No, it's Chris. Look, man, I feel his pain. I feel his pain. I mean, he felt so sorry for Amy when he met her, you know, that he married her. I mean, golly. Oh, mercy.
Now I know she said through Mississippi earlier, I swore.
I don't think it's going, and I don't know how it would carry them through Mississippi. It could be they're live every night, so I gave up trying to do. He snuck out. Look, he snuck out to his truck. He could come get on.
Beth said, just remember that's a premium cracker. Hey, Jonesy. Woo, we got a treat.
How you going?
Hey. Good to see you. Welcome.
I'm sort of up in the mountains today.
Up in the mountain, boy. That's a pretty shot there. Hang on, let me let's see here. Do that. We can get a good look at that.
Bigify, yeah.
And we're sort of in a little village, but there's small mountains this way. And I go over the top of that and we're sort of surrounded by them.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I've got to earn some real money somehow.
Yep.
My 100 channels aren't making me enough money on YouTube yet.
I know you don't have 100, but you do have a few. I know you drop them.
Oh yeah, I'm really only working 3 channels properly.
Yeah.
But let's keep me busy.
Let me show them what your other channel is.
Well, Radio Jazzy on Tour, that one. That's my music one. But hey, yeah, I started this one about a week ago. Well, yeah. I changed this one about a week ago. But it's
so how many channels do you have?
Well, I do a music channel because I've been into music most of my life, and that's Radio Jazzy on Tour, and then I do Island Life in Tasmania is about where I live on the island, and this one's going to be just my old man thoughts and encouragement to younger people, or it's one of those channels. I'm going to just sit in front of the camera and talk.
No, I got you. Got you.
Here's the Radio Jonesy on Tour link right there. Hey, what's up, Chris?
So, Tony, I have to know, what are y'all going to call y'all's lives when y'all do them? Is the title going to be Tony and the lady outside the window? I mean, what's going to be the catch to that? I'm still here listening while driving home from work. Be careful, Miss Kathy. I can't even do 2 channels. Yeah, I know. I said I need.
I'm trying to get this right without dropping out. There we go.
Yep. Got it.
Do you know how to drop links, Jonesy?
Not on StreamYard, but yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, well, I'm on StreamYard now.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. But
no, it's all good. I just come in to say hi. I was just sitting down having a lunch break, and we just said, I wonder who's going live at the moment. And
look at your hat. Rebecca, those kind of hats. Those are cute.
That's
this one's thermal.
Anybody can jump in, I thought. Oh, yeah.
She's thermal because it's still cool here.
Mickey! What are you doing, Mr. Nicky?
Hey,
Critter
that's
Creek?
awesome, Jonesy. Looks great. Hey,
Yep.
Mickey.
I like it. I like that hat. That's cool.
It
Is it
is
warm?
cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. Jonesy is a
man.
cool dude, though, really, y'all.
It's the first time I've seen him on some lives, but it's
Yeah.
the first time we've been on live here together.
Well, you've been blessed by his presence, everybody.
Yep. That's awesome.
Good
I
to-
like meeting new people.
He's really a jovial soul, really good spirit, too.
He's too kind.
Now, it's the real deal. I practice cognitive empathy, and I feel it.
Oh, you're a very nice person, Janae.
Oh.
And where are you at right now with the? I can tell the accent. You're over in Australia, or where are you?
Yeah. I'm out of the island at the bottom of Australia. So you got the main part of Australia, and then at the bottom there's a big island down at the bottom of it. That's called Tasmania,
Mm-hmm.
where the real Tasmanian devils live, and
Yeah.
there'll be a few in these mountains behind me. I'll tell you that now. But
The real Tasmanian. I like the Tasmanian devil. They
Aren't
look like
they
the
cute?
cartoon Tasmanian devil.
Uh-huh. Right after that, kind of, but yeah, Island Life in Tasmania. This is other.
yeah,
I'll see if I can get that one. I'm gonna drop that
That's
link so
awesome.
you have it too.
I've got a new phone. It's very hard to. I'm struggling to hear very well with it. It hasn't got earpieces like normal earpieces. I need to get. I don't know. I have to get my daughter onto it.
Your sound is great. Your sound is great.
Oh well, at least I sound good. It's just hearing you guys talk. I'll probably have to do this to listen.
Get some earbuds you can put in. That way you can hide them. That way you can hear it
Yeah.
in the skies.
Yeah, it's really windy.
So what's everyone been up to?
And there's the link right there. I just posted it if y'all want it. Island Life in Tasmania. That's Jonesy's other link right there. I dropped Mickey's link too. I try to drop everybody's links in here. Y'all connect. And thank you, Bowen.
No,
Yes, you are.
Bowen,
You
I
are
did
a
not
good
know
person.
that wallabies have square poop.
I didn't know that.
I did
Wombat.
not know that.
That's wombats, not wallabies.
Wombat. He said wallabies.
Yeah.
Okay, wombats has got square poop.
Yeah. A wombat, they poo out square blocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only animal in the world that does it. Yeah.
That's cool. Here we
No,
have,
we
we have
learned
learned something new.
I got a wrinkle in my
Wombat,
brain.
wallaby. Bowen said wombat, wallaby, same thing. He said.
This is the Feel Good channel. This is the Our Louisiana Life Feel Good channel. We get a wrinkle in our brain every time we laugh.
I had no idea neither. That's what I say. I've learned. I have my night is complete. I have learned something new today. I also learned today that you don't bush hog in the dark, even if you think you know where you're at.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
It might cost you a deer feeder.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess it was a sign that I need a new deer feeder. I don't know.
Or good lighting.
Tim and I are stalkers. Oh, God. Hey, you just come on. Y'all come on. Tim and Danny, y'all just come on and y'all can chat with us on here. No. You are now on Educational Channel.
That's so awesome. We're graced with Jonesy's presence. He's really a jovial soul. Y'all connect with him. I dropped a few of his links in the chat. Y'all can click on them.
Check it out.
Chris says bush hog is
there you go. Even got on his
Radio Jonesy.
That's it. People got to advertise.
That's right.
You're with your friends. You can just be you and have fun and crack up and do whatever y'all want.
Bush Hog is a brand, but it's bush hogging too, Chris.
Hey Trey. Hi Troy. TT.
Chris learned to color with crayons.
Doing a hat change.
There you go.
Let's see what he's got now. Oh, that's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Duct tape flat. Well, here you're gonna laugh after I run over my deer feeder. I got off and made a short, of course, of me destroying my deer feeder. But then the only light I had to finish is I had my phone. You ought to see me up on that 1466 tractor with my light turned on my phone, trying to see the rest of the way I was doing. Knocked my GoPro off the tractor. It landed back. I almost run over it with a bush hog. I had to back up because it was under the edge of the bush hog.
Yes. Making friends. That's what I'm doing.
Making friends. There you go.
Ask him, say, y'all want to be on YouTube?
Take photos.
Where's Dakota when you need it? What's Dakota going to do?
Yeah, Dakota, come on up here. Shayla and Dakota. Chris, come on up here. Hey, Kathy and Brian's just come in from Resourceful Living.
I've seen Jonesy in a chat.
All right. Anyway. Yeah. Remember, resuscitation. Boom, boom, boom. Babies with resuscitation. Babies you get the 2 fingers for the heart. We're doing that tonight. We're going to a training course. All right.
Radio Jonesy rocking the hat. I got that.
What time is it?
6. Yeah.
Radio Jonesy. Crystal said, "What do you do for work? What do you do?"
We work basically with the power line linesmen, and we do their traffic management. So they were doing NBN work today, broadband for these country towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm in the car with my mate Dave. Hey, hi Dave.
Hey, Dave.
And we're going home, but we'll be out of Wi-Fi very soon once we leave this town.
Well,
the Wi-Fi drops out.
Old Dale. Yep.
But thanks for letting me pop up, having a chat.
Thanks for coming on,
thanks for coming
Jonesy.
on. Anytime.
Let's see. We'll see how long the Wi-Fi lasts. It won't last long.
You can pull a Paul on us, Jonesy. You can always pull a Paul.
Be gone.
You just like talking, and when the battery fades out, or it can just be a magical moment.
That's good.
Jonesy's rocking the hat.
Thanks, camera. I love it. Whoa. Change.
Hey, Dale's here.
Wi-Fi is still hanging strong.
Yeah, it's good Wi-Fi.
Tony says, "You see what Jonesy does for work right now? Stands there and smiles."
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Jonesy from Oklahoma, from Duncan Family Farms.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jonesy. Everyone here is wonderful. But Greg and Donna's are sweet too, from Duncan Family.
I was thinking Dale was mad at me tonight. He hadn't got on here and said, "Hey, kiss his butt" or nothing. So I'm glad to see he was just out visiting somebody. I thought he was mad at me.
If Dale's not aggravating you, then he doesn't love you.
Oh yeah.
Well, that must be some good Wi-Fi you got going, as long as y'all been driving.
Yeah, good Wi-Fi, Jonesy. We're getting a tour.
Still working good?
Yeah, it's working great.
See, good.
Okay. We'll see how long it lasts. I'll keep it running till we drop.
Hell, let me put you here big here so we can see what we got going on there around.
We've got the mountains to the right.
Yep. Hey, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, that costs you $1 every time you say that.
Where's Tony? What are you doing? Throwing shade at me, Tony? Hey, come.
He loves you.
There's a little lake up here.
Ooh, that would be pretty.
Where is it? Right here. It's over that side, but hang on. Whoa, sorry.
You
Oh,
Like,
yes, you
yeah,
can. We're just the little guys, Dale. You know that.
sorry, couldn't really say it.
us little people can always be on.
Messing with
Look,
y'all.
I am not nowhere near no big timer. So let me tell you, the big timer is Miss Kathy and Brian. I mean, they
Congratulations,
have like
Kathy and
they
Brian.
have like blowed up on us. I mean, I think they may have more subscribers than all of us at the rate they going.
Mm-hmm. That looks great, Jonesy. It's doing great so far.
Yep, you're starting to get a little bit of lag in there, but we still there with you. Uh-oh. I think
it's going through the woods.
They lost him. And I mean, Tony and Dale's teaming up on me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Thank you, Jim, for coming in. That was sweet.
Yeah, see, and even Amy. Oh, I'm getting hey, gum. Tag teamed here. No, our Wi-Fi. I mean, we got some good Wi-Fi, but I think he done drove 1.5 miles on Wi-Fi. That's some good. That must be some secret Wi-Fi they got over there in Australia.
That is a good Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What we do there?
Well, there we go. Bigify you.
I don't know. I didn't bigify myself.
Yeah. There you go. Wait, Amy worked?
Wait, Amy worked.
Who said that, Tony?
Yeah.
Y'all be nice.
Hey, Tony's not just on one person. Tony's on everybody tonight.
Hey, sweet.
Hey,
Mickey.
good night, hiking with Jackie boy. Appreciate you jumping in.
Yeah, I definitely will, Mickey. I'll drop their link. Hold on a minute.
What is it?
Thank you, Radio Jonesy, for coming in. I'm gonna get excuse me, Duncan Family Farms link again and drop it for Mickey.
Okay.
So Mickey has it.
Oh, look, and she's trying to blame all her popularity on one little old short. Miss Kathy is. I'm telling you.
And
hey,
Duncan
you're
Family
driving right now, Kathy. Don't be texting and driving.
All right, there you are, Mickey. I have it there for you in the chat. That's Greg and Donna from Duncan Family Farms. They're really sweet people.
Hey,
Kathy and Brian's home now.
Angie must be hiding, like she hadn't even got on yet. I mean, it's wow, yeah. I'm telling you, that's Miss Kathy. They just in the background, just run off and leaving all those little folks.
You ever heard about the underdog story? You're welcome. Brian and Kathy are home. All right. I'm glad y'all got.
You home now? Oh well. Come on, hey, just jump on, Kathy. Come on, you can tell us all about how
I want to try one of those chili pops Kathy has. She likes her chili lollipops. Has some heat in them.
With our Wi-Fi. they gave us 2 sub routers, so there is no question about Wi-Fi inside or outside. Well, wow. When we got ours, they give us 1 box, but I mean, it's the box they give us, the router they give us was 3 for like a 3,600 square foot house. Look at her. I told you she'd come on here. Hang on. Look, us.
She's looking pretty with her hat.
Yeah, look at her.
I just got
Hallelujah.
home from work.
Look, she's been
Long
talking to so many
day.
people today. She's
I
done got
heard
home.
that. Heard that.
Oh,
You're
hang on.
welcome, Greg.
Look, we got to here. We got to get the big people on here. I mean, you know.
Don't dignify me.
How you doing, Miss Kathy?
Oh, I'm tired. It's a long day.
Yeah. Angie worked 14 hours today. She's sleeping, getting up at 4:30. Yep, I know how that is. So is Miss Kathy. What time did you get up this morning, Miss Kathy?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
2-hour driving round trip just to get to work and back.
Yeah, that's what's, man, the drive is what's tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a main box plus 1 in our bedroom, and that's actually our box. I think the one they told us would cover a 3,600 square foot house. We got Wi-Fi all around the outside. Whoa, what are you? There you go. That's
I don't
better.
know which way
Go the other way. Go back to where you was. Flip it. There you go.
I was trying to be able to see the chat.
Yep. Oh, well, it won't show you the chat like that.
I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. So,
Janae, what you been up to?
Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit better than I was. I had all this stuff in my lungs, like this bronchitis,
Oh, it was bronchitis.
And I just feel a lot. You could feel the relief coming from the lungs. It's less coughing, I've been having tonight I had hot and sour soup, like Chinese. They make hot and sour soup, and I just had them take the tofu out because that grosses me out. And I had them put more onions and some mushrooms and some red pepper flakes and some spice in there. And it was really, really good.
Well, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know
Thank you, darling.
Coughing stuff probably linger with you for a little while.
Yeah, because you've been sick. You've been
for
sick
a couple weeks.
Since Pinecone, or since right before Pinecone Fest, wasn't it? Or right after Pinecone Fest?
Yeah, it was like right around that time where Milton came to us here. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel a lot of relief in the lungs. It's and I always operate by the spirit, so I'm always doing things anyway. I mean, I could do like about 17 hours a day. My grandmother was a waves nurse in the armed forces and registered nurse all her life. So she's a trooper. She had 6 kids, and my name of my channel, the word joy actually comes from my grandma's nickname because her name's Josephine, but she liked to be called Joy, so I incorporated her into my channel.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the bronchitis too, Dale?
Oh.
Since the first COVID round, I really think sickness lasts longer for people now. I'm gonna tell you, I have been feeling like my whole body aches. I'm telling you, I don't feel sick. My whole body has been hurting for days.
Oh.
I've been gonna go to the doctor and go try to get something, but I ain't never been. I ain't got time for that.
I bet you got a touch of COVID.
I don't know. I ain't never tested positive for COVID. They done checked me a few times.
Yeah, thank goodness I never had that. Knock on some wood.
Just cut in with weather reports. I hope we get some weather here. I hadn't looked since this morning. No, it's a viral. Oh, it's a
I think we're
viral
supposed to
video.
be
Look it up.
we're supposed to be getting some rain soon.
We are too. We are too. I hope. That's why I'm going tomorrow. I'm doing food plots tomorrow and planting pasture in hopes of rain.
And going to work tomorrow.
And going to work tomorrow night. Yeah. 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 And if I don't get through planting pasture and food plots when I get off work Wednesday morning, I'm just going to go straight to work and try to finish planting because I think the rain is supposed to be here. I think it's Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken. Let me
Yeah,
look
I
right
think we're supposed to get it about the same time y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't
coming.
even know where it's coming from. I hadn't even looked at the map. Is it coming from the south, the north?
The east side, I think it's on the map here. It's
Wow. Yeah,
yeah.
they've done upped it now. They have us now. We're 20 for Wednesday, which would be Wednesday night. And then Thursday's 90, Friday's 80. That ain't good. We don't need that for football Friday. Then we
Do you
have
want rain or not?
I know that's a heck of a note, ain't it? Yeah. We got 40 for Saturday and 40 for Sunday. So yeah, we got big. Yeah, I got to get it in the ground. No, I hadn't, Bowen, because it's like this. Like I've told people keep asking me, but people that's done put their food plots in the ground, you know what they have? Nothing, because it wasn't enough moisture to get anything up. So why waste the money on seed that just put it in the ground and not do anything? I'm just waiting for a rain, and hey, you'll see my food plot here in a couple weeks. It'll be nice and pretty. We get this rain.
Good night,
There's a
Kevin.
link to, okay, gotcha. We planted ours, and we have our fingers crossed it grows since it hasn't rained. Yeah, but how long ago did y'all plant y'all's, Crystal? Like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? I think.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all call viral these days? Look, only thing viral is, as far as videos go, you have to ask Miss Kathy about that. I don't know nothing about none of that stuff.
I guess everybody loved Brian getting a fish hook in his finger.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get Jessica tomorrow. I'm gonna hook her with a fish, with fishing hook. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna hook it in her. I gotta work. I'm gonna tell her, take one for the team, Jessica. We got it.
I think we've gotten like 500 subs off of that. Which,
that is crazy.
If they're not watching other stuff, it won't do any good.
That's right. But that's awesome.
Good night, Amy.
Look what Tony wrote, y'all. Good night, Amy. We'll see you in a few minutes.
That is no doubt. That's right. Crystal, they planned it 4 weeks ago when Crystal and planned their food plot.
They should know he's a big timer.
Trey is not a big timer. I'm nowhere near. Nowhere near. I mean, Dale and Amy. I mean, all that's y'all the big timers. I'm trying to learn from y'all, and then y'all want to pick on me. Talk about me.
Yeah, we're trying to learn from y'all. We're nobody.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I ain't even know it all.
Miss Kathy has took out. See, Bo, Miss Kathy, you gonna have Bowen hooking himself with a fishing hook tomorrow.
Johnny's got us all beat.
It's got to be a fat hook, Bowen.
It's got to be a fat
big,
hook.
Fat catfish hook.
A big fat catfish hook.
Oh,
and get some flatheads.
And what is this? Had the time. And Tractor and Tommy had home. Yeah. My brother-in-law, he works 14, so they had to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Night Amy. That's what he was trying to say. Night Amy. Don't look, you can tell that in a few minutes, because just like Tony says, she'll be back. Because she's sitting there listening. We go talking about her too bad, she'll jump back on. She'll have to say something. She can't help it. And see, right now, Chris is sitting right beside her, shaking his head, saying, "Yep." Oh, you got a better idea, Bowen? please tell us.
Bowen's so much fun, man. He has a great attitude. He's always a jovial soul. He does great videos, and he's really tapped in, and he loves sharing the gospel with people.
It's real windy here right now.
I love it.
Cold front in or something.
We've had wind here today too. Been a pretty good wind for here. Probably ain't a big wind for what y'all have up, up that way a little bit. But
well,
I'm telling you, Tony, if you'll do come up with a laugh, Tony and the woman outside the window, that may draw enough attention then.
Tony, Angie's always outside that window somewhere. I know.
Look, told you.
There she is.
Yep, that's what I do.
We love y'all for real, Chris and Amy.
Stalking individuals. Oh, mercy. Even Bowen's on me.
Amy owes me a phone call. She was like, "I'll call you back," and I never heard from her again. Yeah, she forgot about me.
3 months?
She forgot about me. It's been like 2 weeks, maybe. I don't know. I'll call you back. I'm like, okay. I see how y'all's are.
We had the same number for 3 or 4 months. Not paying it down. Grow more. Well, either. Yeah, that's why I wasn't worried about the subscribers too much myself, Dale. Now that I'm there, I mean, of course, more subscribers better, but that was my goal, was to get to that 1,000.
Yeah, like Tony said, he just smiles. That's the best thing. Have fun and enjoy each other and live life.
Y'all need to, Tony. I mean, y'all, we don't know what Angie does. I mean, she just sits outside the window and hollers stuff at you. But I mean, you do good on lives.
He does. We encourage you.
Yeah, you need to get on there and do it, and then drag Angie in there with you. If she comes, she'll run through and by for a visit. Amy is a super lurker. I called her earlier a bougie creeper, Dale. That's what I said. Crystal said she was what was it? A bougie wheat cracker creeper.
She put a short out from Pinecone Fest where she was lurking.
Subs either.
She was lurking around a tree at Dale and them. She put a short out. She's a creeper.
I haven't seen nothing. Yeah, I ain't paying for no subs neither.
Me neither. No. I heard that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Is at the Publix deli. I'm getting me a nice turkey sub with some good Gouda cheese and all that.
That's the only sub you're buying, huh?
That's it. Heard that.
I don't understand.
Swimming, that's right.
I don't understand people buying subs. I didn't know that was a thing. How do you? I mean,
I was just. Where do you go? I don't know how you exactly buy subs. I don't know what. I've heard.
Hey, I'll give you $1 if you'll sub my YouTube channel.
I don't know about subs, but could I buy some watch hours? Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think YouTube has that for real? I ain't a know-it-all. I have no idea about that stuff.
Some is on some good stuff that I don't want nothing to do with it. At Subway, Kathy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know you could buy subs, but I think there's channels that encourage that.
The way my subs are, it's like I put something out that people like, and I'll gain 7 or 8 off of that.
And it adds up.
but then I'll lose. That you get 7 or 8, and then I'll lose 3 or 4 of them. You know. Oh, Beth
Maybe
said
they
that
tweak
might
the
get more
numbers.
results.
That's why you don't look at the numbers. They probably be tweaking them at YouTube.
They do. I actually had a video. Oh, it's been about 2 weeks ago that I had, and I think I'd heard somebody else say this. It had a -1. So I guess that means that somebody who had subscribed to me was watching that video, and they like, man, I ain't fooling with this cracker, and they unsubscribed from me while watching it. So that's why it gave me a -1. I'm
Where
sure
did
that
you see that at?
it in the subs, you know, like when you go to like the video and it tells you how many people watched or watch hours and stuff, and it tells you your subs right there. It said subs -1.
That's weird.
Yep, it showed that I lost a sub on that one.
You just need to stay out of those analytics. You're like in it all too much.
No,
It's driving you nuts.
I wouldn't. Look, it's been driving me nuts because I ain't been able to even look at any of it. It's had me locked up with all this. When I hit the 3,000, when I hit the 3,000 watch hours, it just had everything blocked. I couldn't see nothing.
Is it opened up now?
Yeah, it's opened up now.
See, you done been looking at it.
I hadn't. Well, I got home. I had to look at because I got an email and all kind of stuff. I got subs and I never made a video ever. That's just because it's such generous people out there, Chris.
Friends
I'm
and
gonna go
family.
back to cleaning pheasants. Oh, y'all been pheasant hunting? You didn't say that a while ago, Dale. I've subbed so many. It takes me 2 days to watch them all. Yeah, that's hard.
Did y'all see the videos that Mickey made for y'all in Halloween videos? They were sweet.
Yep, we did. Hey, I've been watching all the Mickey stuff. I like me some Critter Creek now.
Me too. I've been missing those Halloween videos. I don't think he's done one since the 13th. Oh, there's Mickey now.
He gets them -1s often. He said, kidding. I did. I got one. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was at Pinecone Fest.
Dale's dad went hunting. Okay.
Dale's dad went hunting. Yep.
That's right.
But yeah, I did. I was sitting there one day. I was just looking, and I'm like, -1. How in the world? I guess you can. But the only way I can assume or figure they do it is they watch that video and they unsubscribe from you on that video.
YouTube just
Crystal,
does the numbers.
You need to go look at Mickey stuff sometimes, Crystal, and look at all the cartoons he does of people. It's pretty cool.
Oh, y'all get to Tony. He's almost at 3K. He just needs 65 of y'all more. If you haven't subscribed to our Cabin in the Woods, y'all
just
better.
saying, I like 65. Tell you what, Tony, I'm fixing to do for 65.
Go buy some subs.
I'm fixing to go.
Go buy him some subs, Trey.
Yep. I have to go buy subs.
We need 65 of y'all.
Yep.
Hit Tony up. Give him over there. Get him to 3K.
Mr. Leonard, I'm one of your subs.
I am too.
There's one of them subs, Chris.
Yeah, that's right.
So, well, Miss Kathy, you got work tomorrow, or are you off tomorrow? Got to work tomorrow too.
Yeah, what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow's my 5th day. Some long hours.
Yep.
I think I had 60.25 hours when I left today.
Ooh-wee.
Of just working. It'll be a good paycheck.
Oh yeah. Brian will appreciate that. Oh shoot. Oh well. Well, I got to get up in the morning, and I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. So it wouldn't be so bad if I had to go work tomorrow night. But like I said, I'm not turning that down because that's all overtime. Tomorrow night, the next night, all that'll be just straight overtime.
Well, I'm glad my overtime's anything over 8 hours a
Yeah,
day.
mine don't go that way. Mine's anything over 40. And then we work a split week. So I work normal is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so I work if I just work just what I'm supposed to, then I get 50 hours. It's what I get if I don't know extra or anything. So only 10 of that is overtime for that week. Then the next week, which I just continue to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I only work 36 hours, them 3 days, but they pay me 40 because I'm considered salary plus overtime is where we're in. So on my short week, we call it, I get paid 40 and I don't work for 36. Uh-oh, what is this? Need Amy? What? You need Amy to give you another wake-up call again. Yeah. No, not tomorrow. I'll get up tomorrow. Them wake-up calls go to getting tough after some days of no sleep. And we'll see. See, then tomorrow night, I'm gonna be rolling with Amy tomorrow night. I'm gonna get on there and I'll add and see she's finna get back on here in a minute. But I'm gonna give it to her tomorrow night. I'm gonna give her a fit because I'll be working nights tomorrow night. I ain't got nothing to do. But just talk with my white bougie friend.
Keep her on there for 5 hours.
Oh, we done 5. I done got her at 5. We got to get her for 6. We go 5.5. You know, I mean, come on.
Y'all, good luck with that
You've
one.
been cutting it off at 2 here lately.
Yeah, I think we made it over 2 the last one.
2.5.
How Amy didn't see your baller comment because she was laid over ignoring us at that time. She was just listening, Crystal. If we didn't say it, Amy didn't hear it. So she's just sitting over there in the corner right now. Oh, what is it? Angie is radiation oncology nurse for 28 years. 28 years. Woo-wee.
I love that. It's beautiful, Angie. My grandmother was for 50-something years, 53 years, I believe, a nurse. Yeah.
I think my excuse me, my last job, I was there for, I want to say 15 years before I went to this job.
Was it hard to leave after 15 years?
Yeah, it was, cause I mean, but I couldn't pass up the job that I got was just one of them jobs that, you know, so many people trying to get. So I ain't gonna say it was a dream job, but it's a very sought after job. Crystal, Amy is listening. And yes, Tony is right. Amy is listening. Like I said, we didn't say it earlier. What is this text? Tony, please tell Amy I said thank you. Yes, I'm a vet. Awesome. Yep.
Who's a vet? Which one's a vet, y'all? Texas Raider.
Texas Raider.
Y'all go visit Texas Raiders channel.
I told you, Crystal. She can't help it. She can't help it. You talk.
Well, I'm going to jump off. Good night, guys.
All right, Miss Kathy.
Yeah, we better hop off.
I'll keep you running so you can get the watch hours.
Good deal.
Good night.
Night.
We'll keep you running, Trey, okay?
Yep.
All
Amy loves meat on the bones. She does. She does. There he is. Tony says, boom, there she is. Oh, mercy. She's the only one, what, that would sing that with me. Yeah. So good night, Kathy. There you go, Tony. You got it. Amy, we're going for 6 tomorrow night, right? We're gonna get Tony. Tony might jump on there with you, being that he missed the 5. Tony and Dale both missed the 5 hours. So, but I told him who I think. Well, it's not on here now. Maybe I'll catch them. I'll catch them later. But anyway, guys, we have been on here for 2 hours and 25 minutes, and there's still 23 people watching or at least running it. So that's awesome. But I guess if I get off here, and that'll let Amy go to bed. So what is this? 20 blades on the Impala. Oh, it's all right. Crystal, you had just make plans for the 28th through the 1st somewhere. I don't know when they'll be either coming through or going back. Tommy's last night home tomorrow night. If y'all don't see me, that will be why. But that's why after that. Yep. She's gotta pay Tommy all the attention when he's home. Poor fella. What Troy Sutton says, yeah, I have no life. Oh, come on, man. Oh. But anyway, yeah, I got to it's 11:15, and I gotta get up tomorrow. I got a long day ahead of me that is going to roll straight into a long night that may roll into a another long day before another long night. So I got a lot to do, and you ain't will be. I know she can't take it, Tony. We start talking about her, she's just sitting over there in her little cradle, you know, by the bed. So Chris hadn't put her to sleep yet. We're gonna pick it back up tomorrow, or in 5 minutes if I stay on that long, whichever comes first. But wait, Amy, you said tomorrow night you wasn't gonna even let me come on. You're just gonna leave me in the basement the whole time. Oh, hey, thanks for hopping on, Chris. I appreciate it. And but you just get ready. I'm gonna get you LSU cap, so to wear for that OU game. It's coming up here pretty soon. I'm gonna just go on and send it to you, or you'll have it. That way you can put it on as soon as the game's over with. Night to all. Oh, Tony is leaving us. It's a bassinet, not a cradle. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Chris. Thank you for correcting me, though. Is it pink? Does it have a bunch of sparkly things on it? At least, I mean, for my little bougie white chick, I know she like all that sparkly bling bling, you know. Or okay, I hear you. Oh, I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for coming on. Teal. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. I can see teal be her color. We will bedazzle it. Yeah. Look, it's probably already bedazzled. If it's for Amy, it's bedazzled. She gets her a camper, Crystal. She's gonna be bedazzling that camper up too. Yep. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody jumping on. And once I get with everybody that needs a cap, for anybody that's still on here hearing, but I've got, like I said, I've got several caps that's got to go out to people, and I'll get with everybody that's getting a cap here over the next few days. And heck, I still got a few things that still has to go out for my giveaway. But once I have all the caps gone and I know what colors that I have left for now, we'll do, for me reaching my 3,000 watch hours, we're going to do another cap. So that may be, I may do a pop-up one night and I may wait till next Monday. And now Chris, you'll know better than telling me that. We can roll with it. Ain't no lightweight now. So I can go. I mean, normally Amy is what was it the other night? We're not going more than an hour, and hour turns into hour and a half. Hour and a half turns into 2. Well, Jenny, you will be able to choose from whatever colors that I have left. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I think it's 2 people or 3 people that still haven't got their stuff yet. So, but the color hats I have, Jenny, is a solid black one. Now that's right now. I mean, they may be gone by the time, so I gotta wait. This one is a fluorescent yellow. It's hard to tell by the color. And this one is just a gray and white. This one this is actually pretty cool color. Camouflage. Then I have this, which is like a fluorescent green. I have a fluorescent yellow and fluorescent green. So, but like I said, after I get all the caps sent out, because they just come in today. But once I get all the caps sent out and know what colors I have left, then I'm going to do a giveaway, and we're just going to give away a cap. Yeah, that's right. I mean, he already know. That sounds like a dude there, huh? Beth says she claims the camo. You want a solid black and that yellow. Yep. I like them all. Choose which one you want to give me. Well, like I said, we'll probably do it next Monday. It's what we may do. That'll give me time to get everybody, because like I said, I go back on nights tomorrow night, and I'll be on nights until I'll actually work off Monday morning. So Monday night live, I might be a little zombified by then, according on how the day goes. But that's what we'll do. Once I get with everybody, the caps, whatever color caps I have left, we'll give a cap away next Monday night. So, and it ain't gonna be one of them deals like I did the other day on oh my goodness, I just went blank. Gosh, anyway, they was doing the fundraiser, and I just donated one cap for the giveaway, and before that giveaway was over, I had done give away 3 caps. So, but it was all for Rebecca. Yep, that's it, Miss Rebecca. So yeah, I went from going to give away 1 cap to I give away 3. But anyway, it's all cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm fixing to jump off here and get ready to shut it down. But I appreciate every one of y'all that jumped on, watched. And hey, y'all come over tomorrow night. I know Amy's still listening right now. Y'all come over tomorrow night and join Amy and Chris, and I might be on there tomorrow night. It just depends. And that's how 2-hour lives go to 4. Yeah. Hey, good night, Lori. Oh, look at here. Here we go. Shut it down already. But anyway, like I said, come on there tomorrow night, and we'll ag Amy on and see just how long we can get her to stay on tomorrow night. But until then, guys, I really appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later, guys.